Alright YouTube, I've got to do this video because YouTube not YouTube, even Google are just irritant. I don't even know what they're doing. They need to sort it out really. So basically I did a video a day or so ago that said how to disconnect your Google Plus account permanently so that it's no longer linked to a YouTube account, and the way I did it was disconnected it and then deleted it. A simple way of doing that. Unfortunately, about 24 hours later, and I don't know why this didn't happen instantly, but when I went to reply to someone, one of my comments, I went to comment on someone else's video, um, YouTube basically said you have to have a Google Plus account to reply, which is, what are you thinking, Google? Just really, what are you thinking? Um, but anyway, so I got quite wound up by that actually, and ended up going off what I was doing and watching a film or so on. I came back the next day a little bit more relaxed about it. And I sort of sat down about it. I looked at it, looked at the options and so on, because I like using YouTube and making videos and so on. But I had to find some way of commenting without a Google Plus account. Now I had a look, and unfortunately there is no way. Everything I tried, it always came back to Google saying you need a Google Plus account, which is just pathetic, really. I mean, no one wants to use Google Plus when there's Facebook. I mean, why? Just don't Google. Anyway, that's enough of ranting about Google. Let's go back to what the video is actually about. I'm going to show you a way of creating a Google Plus account that isn't irritating, that you still have your old username, you still have your old YouTube icon little picture thing, and it's exactly how you want it to be, and also show just a few things about it. So let's start off with a few things about it. I think YouTube. Now this is the page. I will go to my channel, and you'll see it's identical, exactly how it used to look. There's the old name, there's the old background picture, and this is the little icon picture I was talking about. That's exactly how it used to be, that's how it was. It's the same. I've managed to keep it the same. Now if you watch my previous video, I deleted my Google Plus account, so they would no longer connect with my YouTube account, which is kind of what caused all the problem from not being able to comment. But I'll come back to why that's important in a minute. So on here, so this is two things that's changed that kind of people don't really like, because you have now Google account in your YouTube section, which is a bit irritating. But anyway, so on this side you've got YouTube, on this side you've got Google. Everything on this side obviously is related to the Google account, Google Plus account. Everything on this side is YouTube. Now the reason this looks strange is because you're missing the button that says comments. Now the reason for that is your comments no longer go to YouTube. All your old comments are still there, but your new comments now go to this little bell thing here. And if you've got a new comment, there'll be a little red triangle with a number in it, depending on how many comments you've got on. So you click on that, and at the top here you'll have all the latest comments that you haven't read or looked at. Scroll down, and there's all the previous ones that you have looked. So if I clicked on it, you can see there's my list of people that have commented on the particular video, which is actually that's people replying to someone else's comments. That's not on my video, that is comments on a comment. I hope I'm saying that. This one is on my video. There we go. That's what SDJR7F88. I'm pretty sure all you guys know who he is. He put a comment in there, getting wound up like everyone else. Then I replied to him. Someone replied to me. I replied to them. They replied to me. I replied to them. So there you can see that is the storyline of the comments I was doing. As you can see, every time I highlight it, except for my own, it says reply. Reply there. There you go, reply. So it is possible to reply when you've got Google Plus, just slightly irritating. But anyway, so they're all down here, all your previous comments, all your comments up here. I haven't yet found a way of getting a list of all your comments, you can see them, which is one thing I like to do, so I can just flick down and see what people have said for previous videos and so on. But anyway, so the way you find it is you go on YouTube, is you go on Video Manager. If you want to find inbox, if someone sends you a private email on YouTube, it will still come to your YouTube inbox. So what you do is you go into Video Manager. Under here it says inbox, and here you've still got your inbox, private messages, shared comments, contacts, sent, and all that sort of stuff. Let's go back. So that is how you get to your comments. 1, up the bell, and 2, so you can still read your previous comments. So what else has changed here? Everything else is the same on here, all the settings. All of this here just links to Google, so you can just play around with that by yourself. If we go to YouTube settings, there we go. Now, if you've got, I'm now going to talk to you how you keep your username. Now, if you did what I did in my previous video and deleted your Google Plus account by disconnecting it from your YouTube account first, then YouTube will send you a message saying, you need a Google Plus account to reply. Basically, two options. One is to keep your YouTube username on both sites, on the Google Plus site and on the YouTube site. The other one says have two different ones. If you click on the two different ones, basically what happens is it changes your YouTube username as well to whatever your email account name is, which is ridiculous because you just clicked keep separate, so that made no sense. But then I clicked on the one which said keep the same, and it basically created me a Google Plus page that was dedicated to my YouTube account rather than to my email address. My email address still is linked to it, but not quite as heavy as the YouTube one. So it's like work the other way around, if that kind of makes sense. Instead of linking YouTube to Google Mail, it's now linked Google to YouTube. I didn't mean Google Mail, I meant Google Plus. So it's the other way around, and it's what actually isn't too bad. I've kind of got used to it and found it. But anyway, so it's what you'll find is if you've had to connect it, your Google Plus account, you'll have your name here and you'll have your profile picture from your email address, and then if you click down here on switch accounts, you'll have another link underneath which will say Mr. Dodo 8449 in my case, and then that'll be like a secondary link. That'll be a page as they call it, rather than your YouTube channel. So anyway, where it happens, you'll need to come onto this page here, and then next to your name there should be something which says edit on Google Plus. Click on that. And just say people who, if you're not sure how to get there, you can just come up onto your Google page and you go on Google Plus there, or click on your name there, and then it'll come up with, if you go from YouTube, it'll take you directly to this page. But if you're not sure, you go on the home, highlight it, and just click on profile. Now, as you can see, I've got nothing on this page because it's all Mr. Dodo 8449 rather than my email address. So the way you change your name and your picture is literally just highlight it and click on it, and then it says change name. Click on, do the same for the photo. You have some box come up, there you are, and it will say choose a photo from your computer, and that is how you change it. Now, I will mention it will take a day or so for it to change on Google, as it's slow. Is the only thing I can say. I have no idea why it's so slow. But it will eventually happen. Mine happened only this morning. I've now got my little icon back, and it says Mr. Dodo 8449. And if you search for my name, I still come up as Mr. Dodo 8449. And I haven't lost my channel identity, which is why I really didn't want to have a Google Plus channel to begin with. It's all still there. I haven't lost any subscribers. I haven't lost any views. If I flick to public view, you can see that is exactly how everyone would see it. And what's happening, let's just move that for a second. There we go. So that is basically how I've got round the Google problem. I've not really got around it. I've just sort of embraced it, dealt with it, just used it. I have got used to this Google Plus system, and it's not actually too bad. There's some things I would like to change, like having comments on YouTube, not on this stupid bell thing up here. But, well, what can you do? Google's far too big just to listen to a couple of guys in England getting wound up by it. Maybe if enough people make a noise, they will change it back. But anyway, so I've got used to it. I find it quite useful now. Well, useful's not the right word. I've just dealt with it and used it. So that is the only thing I can recommend for people to do. Don't delete YouTube channels just to make a point, because it's a nightmare starting up. It's really difficult to start up a new YouTube channel. You might not remember, but your videos had to be under like 10 minutes long for the first 20 videos or 10 videos or something. And if you remember, it took a very long time for you to get subscribers again. So yeah, just don't delete your channels. Also, I like watching them. So hopefully that is found useful. A few people have commented on and saying I'm making a video. This is a video which hopefully will help you out. I think that is about it. So yeah, I hope you found this useful, and that you will also not get too wound up by Google anymore.